Kristina Keneally has a message for the Liberal warriors trying to torpedo her bid for Belog by tying her to the corruption of former Labour power broker Eddie Obeid and his cronies. "If that's the best you can do, go for your lives," she tells Fairfax Media with a laugh. "I am not fussed by it. Go and read the transcripts, they clearly show my actions and my integrity." Geoffrey Watson, the special counsel for ICAC, called me an ICAC hero. "If the Liberals think they can make something out of that, knock yourselves out." While Labour polling shows the former New South Wales Premier begins the by-election battle well behind, 44 to 56 on two-party preferred terms, the government is taking no chances in light of the star candidate's nomination, and has instantly launched an all-out assault on her record and integrity. Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull, whose majority is threatened if the former New South Wales leader turned television celebrity beats former tennis champ John Alexander on December the 16th, said opposition leader Bill Shorten was behind her in the same way Obeid once was. The voters of Belog should back John Alexander, a great local member who has delivered in every respect for his community. He knows them, they know him. He is an Australian champion and he has been a champion of Belog, he said. Don't let Kristina Keneally do to Belog what she did to New South Wales. Other senior Liberals also entered the fray, with Health Minister Greg Hunt declaring, "Kristina Keneally fought for Eddie Obeid. John Alexander fought for Australia on the international tennis courts." But Ms. Keneally, convinced to stand at the by-election by a persuasive Mr. Shorten at the weekend, said it was a familiar refrain. "I have had plenty of my male political opponents try to suggest that somehow I am not my own person. Well, you know what, guys, have a ball," she said. "I am proud of my record, I am proud of my efforts. And I'll stack them up against any of that A-Day." Obeid was last year sentenced to 5 years in prison for misconduct in public office. His votes were key to elevating Ms. Keneally to the New South Wales Premiership in 2009, and she subsequently promoted Ian MacDonald, also later jailed for corruption, to cabinet. But she proved a popular leader in her own right even as the government she led fell to pieces and was then demolished by New South Wales voters in 2011. She went on to be described as a credible and conscientious witness when she testified against Obeid at ICAC. Ms. Keneally wants to put all that behind her and talk about issues biting locally, cuts to services, the cost of higher education, the troubled NBN rollout. She accepts she's the underdog but believes she can prevail. "We start out well behind in this race and we have a lot of ground to cover. But I will put my hand up, Labour will be putting its energy into it, if we did think that it was winnable," she said. "I have had quite a number of offers to stand in safer seats, to take Senate vacancies. But I always felt it would be better to see someone come up through the ranks. But this is a really unique circumstance, a by-election in my own community, an opportunity to send a message loud and clear that the Turnbull government is atrocious, and quite possibly the chance to change the balance of power within the Parliament." First, she will resign from her job at Macquarie University, avoiding potential disqualification under Section 44's Office of Profit under the Crown provision.